the new Silent Hill game, or I should say the new Silent Hill, will break your heart. So, because there's a new Silent Hill, it was just announced, I think, a week or so ago.
Yeah.
But wait, don't get your hopes up because they're going to be crushed. It is a pachinko machine. It's a pachinko slot machine. Brought to you by Konami. Why? Why? Because Konami.
Yeah.
You know, I'm starting to get the sentiment that we're going to bash on Konami.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
This is I mean, yeah, they're an easy target lately.
Yeah. But for those who don't know...
Like the new EA.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Silent Hills was supposed to come
Yeah,
out.
what about that?
And they
called
released,
PT
it was played PT.
Well,
it was called PT.
teaser, right?
And it was the playable teaser.
That's what was cancelled?
It was a
canceled
final version of that teaser.
Yeah.
because Hideo Kojima, well, he left and there was a bunch
Because
of
that was going to be a fucking Silent Hill game made by Hideo Kojima.
And
Guillermo del Toro.
yes.
And Guillermo del Toro. Which right away, as a fucking, is just a mind-blowing combination of people.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Into one room working together on ideas is ridiculous. You've got the guy who thought of, hey, to beat this boss, you need to plug your controller into the second fucking controller port. And then the other dude who was like, movies are just off the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Who was Pan's
Labyrinth is
Oh my
incredible.
god. Oh my god.
I have yet to see that movie.
Pan's Labyrinth?
Yeah,
You
Watch it.
need to watch
I
this.
will.
It has... Yeah, it's just visually so incredible.
And
So like that
it's all
being
practical
brought,
effects too, right?
most of it, yeah. So that that genre of horror brought into
Didn't they
something.
like murder the Oscars that year?
I'm pretty
Yeah, I
sure.
think
They like cleaned house, I think, at the year that they released that movie.
Yeah.
It was nuts. Nuts.
Yeah, so the idea of Del Toro and Kojima working together was really, really
Insane.
awesome.
I remember just in the teaser, if you want to get all the secrets, you have to go in the options menu, turn up the brightness all the way to maximum, and then there was a sort of like image of an MRI scan of a brain, and you had to go in that image with like your thumbstick, and in one place there was a piece of picture that you got from there, and then it would go back in the game.
Because I know you have to go
There's a
hunting
bunch.
for photos.
Yeah,
Okay,
for pieces of
For pieces of photo.
one piece was in the options
But
menu.
I didn't know that. See,
Yeah.
there was always one piece that I couldn't find. I didn't know that was the piece. Because I know as you'd find the pieces, they would slowly...
Yeah.
It was a photo of a woman, right?
Yeah.
And it was like you'd slowly fill in all the pieces.
Mhm.
And that game scared the living shit out of me. I was unable to play that game properly.
I stood at the same place for 5 minutes.
I don't move.
Just before the first jump scare. Well, jump scare.
The jump scare happens randomly, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And it's a game where the jump scare happens randomly. It's like Slender. You never really know when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You just have to keep playing and hope it doesn't. Because I made the mistake. When you go through that hallway the first time, for those of you who doesn't know what PT is, it's
Because you
basically...
can't download it anymore.
It's an L-shaped hallway. Okay? It's an L-shaped hallway. You can probably find footage on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah.
It's an L-shaped hallway that you just fucking go down repeatedly over and over. When you go through the door at the end, you come back to the door at the beginning, and you go back down this same hallway. Except every time you go through this hallway, the story progresses just a little bit. And there's you're trying to decipher the mystery of what the fuck happened in this hallway, which is supposed to be a house.
Yeah.
Right? And there's all these little hints and stuff that you can find. And meanwhile, this place is obviously haunted by like some crazy kind of murder or something that happened, okay? And like every single detail of the game points to what happened. You know, like there's thing happening on the radio, there's stuff written on the walls, there's little photos, ripped up photo that you need to find all the pieces to.
Classic Silent Hill style.
Yeah, but like
Hideo Kojima
but it's Hideo Kojima.
Yeah,
So,
more what the fuck.
and the thing is like I remember when I got the jump scare, I didn't even know there was a jump scare in this game. I thought it was just a fucking hallway you're walking through.
Yeah.
So I think I almost broke my PS4 controller because I'm walking through this freaking hallway, and then it's always 11:59 on the clock. It doesn't matter how often you go through; it's always 11:59. I walk through the door. And then I look at the clock and it's midnight, and I was just like, no, 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 no. And then I was just like, oh, god damn it, don't do anything to me, please. Please don't do anything to me. Then I walked forward really slowly, and I heard something.
A woman crying.
No,
No, not
I heard like, don't turn around. Or,
Yes.
so I turn around,
Oh,
and there's nothing there.
you
And I was like, I turned back around and I literally, my reaction was just to fling the controller up in the air and just like throw myself under my covers. And
So had you not thrown yourself under your covers, you would have seen that the jump scare, the thing jumping at you, was actually a patchy slot machine.
no.
And that was actually what they were teasing the whole time.
Thank you for getting back on topic. Thank you for getting back on topic. So a pachinko slot machine is basically put your
The ultimate in horror. So what we missed here is that they've actually made the scariest game ever, and that was the idea that Silent Hill is now just a patchy slot machine.
I mean, how disappointing is that? After this conversation, like, how disappointed are you in Konami?
I don't know.
Konami,
If that was the intention all along, was to terrify people with the idea that a beloved franchise had been turned into a slot machine,
that's
good on you.
The truth
Good
is out.
Oh man, that is terrible stuff. That is just absolutely terrible stuff.